in 5 seconds. All right, so that's kind of why I've set up for the career challenge. Let me close this part. So that's why I set up for the career transition challenge. So that way, we all get opportunity to work through the goals together. Because when you are sitting at home and try to do everything yourself, sometimes you get distracted. The TV is on. Whatever that happens, you're not be able to focus and get it done. But when we are in the group setting, then you are able to do it together with the group. So, just kind of like you thinking about watching sports. It's kind of boring to watch a sport all by yourself, right? It's good to have that synergy and excitement, and you bounce idea with each other, and that's when you have a great idea. So I prepare a little bit of a presentation for you guys. It's going to be a little bit interactive, so you won't be hearing me yapping the whole time. You get to participate and talk to each other. So let me do a share screen really quick. Can you guys tell me if you can see the presentation?
Yep.
Okay, great. Forgive me, I'm using first time using dual screen. So little bit interesting looking presentation and look at you. Great. All right. So on day one for our clarity session, I want to share the 5 steps of setting effective goals to start turning your dream into reality. Like I said, it's going to be interactive. And then, so a lot of time when people, when I first invite them to the career transition challenge, they're wondering, well, if this is even for me. So if you happen to be one of those category I list on the screen, if you're a professional, you hate your job, so Sarah, don't say that out loud. So if you know you meant more, you not necessarily hate your job, but there is something else that you want to do, and you're just trying to figure it out the better options, and then this will be the right session for you. Or if you're new entrepreneurs, you don't know how to get the first sale, say if you're either forced to transition because of pandemic, or you really just finally have the courage to be on your own. So this would be the session for you as well. Or if you're a business owner, you just feel overwhelmed and not sure how to implement business online now, because ever since pandemic started, a lot of things have been moving to online, and you still try to figure it out, then this session it is for you. So, what I will actually be doing, including me and two other special guest speakers I invited, we're going to be breaking down those framework we learned from those masters, because a lot of time they teach you big concepts and just a lot of mini steps. You don't really know how to fill in the gaps, and that's why I'm here to do is break them down to a small step. So it's basically, and also you don't have to spend thousands of dollars that we spend on those mentors, and now we just deliver to you at your fingertips. So I will be taking charge for the first day, and the second day and the third day, the other two hosts will be taking charge for the day, and then you get to learn the next level of the lesson. So those mentor, oh, Mike's coming. So those mentors have a big impact on my personal and professional lives, and that's why I want to deliver their message that also resonating with me to you. So, oops. Okay, yes, that's the next slide. So some people that don't know me, I'm just a little bit about myself. I'm Athena Todd. I'm a cross-cultural coach. So I help people bridge the gap between, particularly between Asian and American culture. And then I'm also a life coach. So my passion, one of my biggest passion, is to helping cross-cultural professionals aspects there in career pursue, and then to create more confidence and be more courageous, regardless they have language barrier or cultural barriers. And I'm running this as my business as an entrepreneur. So that's just a little bit about my background. And then, so for the goal for today is we are going to be diving deeper on the 5 step. As you, some of you might have seen the post that I had posted on the Facebook, but today we're going to dive in deeper. The goal is to for the 5 step of setting effective goals. So they are not only going to be obtainable, but they're also sustainable, because we all know how to set goals. I don't have to tell you how to set goals. You know how to set goals. But there, it's just more of, I'm not delivering like a new knowledge to you. It just, there's some of the nuances. Maybe you just need somebody kind of like, tell you that could be some, that's just that small part is missing. And that's all you need, really. So that's kind of why I want to deliver to you on the goals that's not only obtainable, but also will become sustainable and will last. So even through the tough time, especially for a lot of people this right now. So that's why I think right now is perfect place for us to do this event.
Damn. The computer just shut off.
Did somebody say show off? I did. I'm a little show off here. Sorry. I kind of have to. So
no, that wasn't directed at you. I accidentally had my thing.
Sorry, Nicole. I just gotta pick on you. Aiden, would you mind helping me out? Otherwise, I'm getting freaked out. Some people think I'm showing off. Yeah, Aiden, you gotta be watching that for me, okay? So why setting the goals is important? I like to quote Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn is actually Tony Robbins' mentor. So this is what Jim Rohn said: "The same wind blow us all. The wind of disaster, the wind of opportunity, the change. So therefore, it's not blowing the wind, but the setting up the sail that determines our direction in life." So just like what's happening right now with the pandemic, nobody knows this is gonna come. Is this gonna be a disaster, or is this the opportunity? It's just up to us to decide right now, right? Because they always said the opportunity is always in the crisis. And you are here today that show me that you are committed to turn this unknown uncertainty into your opportunity. And that's what we're here to do. Now you get yourself ready to set a better self, to take yourself to the next level. And then also, Tony also say the same thing. Setting the goal is the first step of turning invisible into visible. And that's what we're here today, is extract what's in your brain. We get it out on paper and talking to your learning partner to start turning that first step of the invisible goal to visible. And some of you, if you're not from United States, you might not know who is Robert Corcoran, but most of you, if you're United States, you will know Robert Corcoran is one of the very, very successful women entrepreneur in real estate. Is also on the TV show Shark Tank. If any of you watch those, I'm a fan of it. So this is what she said. The biggest challenge in business is really not your competition. It's what inside of your head. The first 5 years I'm building my business, I was laser focused on who I want to be. I want to be a queen of the New York real estate. And that is one part of the goal. Setting the effective goal is to having that vision. And I'm going to share that with you in a second. So when you stay until the end of the session, you're gonna get the bonus, like I share on the Facebook. So it will be the foundation. That's what we're gonna lay out. The foundation is the 5 step of setting effective goals worksheet that you're gonna get that from me, and then sorry, I tried to click the admitting. And then the second part would be for the progression, because you have those goals as a foundation, right? And you need to know how exactly do step by step to help you get you where you want to go. So that's why I provide additional worksheet checklist to help you measure your progress. And then, so on the day 2, like I shared, on day 2, we have a special guest speaker. Some of you might already know who that is, so you can keep in your head, because I know somebody has already shared that on the internet. But for those you don't know, we do have a special guest speaker, and he was being invited to one of the master's house, those masters I mentioned earlier. So he will be sharing with you the shortest path to create the thriving online business and the system that you must have in place for 2022. So it'll be just right in time to listen to this. And then that will be for tomorrow. And then on day three, we have another special guest speaker. It was just recently being featured in one of two of those masters event that I shared earlier, those two masters. So he will be sharing with you the direct response marketing on social media and know how to find clients online, because now you know how the online business structure works. You need to know how to talk to your clients. So he will be sharing that portion of marketing with you, so you can you can have that smooth career transition from setting the goal to know the business structure, how to build that, and how to market, right? And and then by showing up like what you're doing right now, you by showing up right now throughout the 3-day transition challenge, you get and then also we have a mini action step for you to take by basically each session. Then you will have a chance to win one of the prizes from 3 coaches. So for me, I will be offering the launch lab for free. For some of you already in the program right now, you know how beneficial it is to have this part, because you got your goal, you got your business structure, you got a general understanding of marketing, you got an implementing, right? You're not going to stuck in the learning mode. So in the launch lab, it's our implementation marketing lab. You get a chance to tweak and fine tune your marketing strategy online with coaches, along with would be me along with 3 other coaches. So that way we can ensure your success. And then for the second day and the third day, the other 2 coaches will be also bringing the amazing prizes. Well, I'm gonna start revealing one day at a time, so just stay tuned. So before I share the framework, I want to really share my journey with you. How did I do my career transition myself, my personal story? And then just to be really honest with you, this is the first time ever I shared in an event. So you will be the first time hearing this. So when this is actually about 4 or 5 years ago. So when I had to get my career, was almost, yeah, I was forced to be transitioned. I just had to accept that I am different. Because at the time I was working at apartment complex, 430 unit student apartment complex as a manager. And then at the time, I just feel awkward. I really couldn't fit in with the crowd, with the staff. And then I was actually getting laughed at my English from my supervisor in front of everyone in the office. And I was thinking to myself, how am I going to be able to coach the team? I just got laughed at with my pronunciation and things like that. And then I couldn't even speak the same language with my supervisor, because for me, someone that is so into personal growth, when I see this our entire complex, we hit the goal for this one year. I'm looking to raise the standard. I want us to take it to the next level, but that wasn't what my supervisor want. This is just a job. We just come here to do our job, and it just, if you're not sharing the same vision, it doesn't take that long, you're out. so so that's what happened to me. So I got laid off, and then I was like, well, where do I want to go from here? So, and that was a time when I had that time to reflect, what used to make sense financially. It just no longer makes sense to me, because the past way of me choosing my careers, I had this limiting belief that career must make financial sense before anything else. You know where I got that limiting belief from? From my Asian parents. Some of you might be able to relate, and then you were told to choose certain career for a reason. So and I didn't realize I was holding that belief for so long until it finally hit me, because I just keep coming back the same as where I started. So now I'm in my mid 40. I think it would be smart for me to really start thinking differently, choosing different path because I always circle back to this where I started. So I was reflecting my past career, and that I was really wanting to find that true purpose. What is the purpose I choose those past career? So that's when I discover my true desire is really, even though I didn't really like the work the career I chose in the past, but I always enjoyed the part when I deliver something meaningful. I did the meaningful part of my work, and then I created value to my clients, and that's what I found out during that part of the process. So and then I asked myself, okay, yeah, I like to do meaningful work, but why do I want to do it? If I really want to go on this path, I need a strong reason to sustain this goal, to be able to so-called this is my new path in my career, right? So I get really clear about my why, the reason why I want to do this. So that's when I found out by doing the meaningful work, it will lead me to be free to do what I want with whenever I want, with whoever I want. And I always like to hear, listen to Tony Robbins' quote of if you do what you love, you'll never feel like you work any day in your life. And that struck me. And that's what I want. So, but I know by doing meaningful work, there are other skills needed. Because one of my past career, I was also a real estate investing coach. So a lot of the students got assigned to me are expats. So they come to the United States. They're looking for a better career path, a better they're create a different dream, American dream. So, but they know they learn in the seminar how to invest, like those skills. They know how to do it, but they always have this fear of it being judged. They're not able to speak perfect English, and people might like think they're incompetent. They are not able to communicate. So there's always a limiting belief. They just wouldn't take the action regardless how much they know. So that got me to think, if I were able to get myself trained in this area, remove people's limiting belief, I can really help a lot of people. So that's why I put myself into Robin McDonald's training. This is one of the Tony Robbins life coaching school. I figured, he has been doing this for 30 years and he's still doing this 30 years after. And that with his purpose of doing meaningful work for the whole world, to me, that resonating with me. So that's how I got myself starting to sharpen my coaching skills. So I did the same thing of setting my goals. I will be completing one module a week and practice with other coaches. So I get my, you learn and you practice. So I would spend like 15, 20 hours a week for 4 months straight, nonstop. So, and then also at the same time, as you guys know, some of you own a business, and then or you're starting your own business, you probably, oh, I'm still learning. I don't want people to know I'm in business. But for me, I know when I was learning, no one's gonna buy from me anyway. So but I want to build my presence. I want people to know, okay, I have a storefront, it's ready to open, and I will let you know when it's open. So for me, I like to leverage my time. When I was learning, I just let people know I have business, I'm getting ready. And then as the time, 4 months went by, I got few clients. I got a few clients after I graduate. So I never really had to waste time, like, how you finish a program and you advertise, it could be enough another 6 months out to a year sometimes to start getting that momentum. So, that's how I did it the first time. That was where I have my first milestone. But it's not taking too long for me to figure it out. I have a new problem coming up. The leads weren't consistent. So, in Tony Robbins life coaching school is great on the life coaching side of the knowledge, but they weren't that much of a marketing training. So that's when I know, you know, there's additional, there are people I need to know. I need to expand my network. So because a lot of coaches that in the program fell off the program because nobody knows how to market online. I can I don't care what kind of business you're in because if you don't know how to market, you have no clients. And that's how I experienced that myself. And so many coaches feel the same way. So I know by learning from Tony the power of proximity. And that's when I realized it is time to expand my network. And at the time, Tony and Dean Graziosi was marketing their challenge. It's called Own Your Own Future Challenge. I already know Tony is a great coach, and I know Dean is a marketing genius. When those two powerhouse partner together to run an event, heck yeah, I'm gonna attend. So that's why I attended the seminar. Little did I know, they also give you homework each day. And the first day, they want you to do the live video to kind of get you out of your comfort zone. So, and then I know I had to do it. At the time, I was terrified. And then I know it was really a time for me to really get over that limiting belief I have that English is not good enough to speak in public again. So I went on that live video, first live in front of 1 million people, just for those two purposes. Overcome my fear of a broken English, I can still show up. Second is get comfortable with the camera, but with life coach, if you're not even comfortable talking to people in front of camera, you have no business. So I got on live for those two reasons, but I gotta tell you, it still wasn't easy though. It took me about 10 minutes at least. Stare at that go live button. Any of those that can relate to that first time you go live, so that was me. And then so I did it, and then my video got noticed by the moderator, my Impagato, and I submitted to the team to win, to see if I can win the prize. And then I know I was struggling finding the end button of ending the video. I think that's probably, there's some funny parts that he probably caught it. It was, that was funny. So that's probably how that he can tell me if that is the reason why, but I thought that's the reason why he submitted that the video. But it was because I showed up. So he probably can see I was committed, so he invited me to his mastermind community. So we continue to learn the social media part. And just a side story, why I call him a Michelangelo is because few days before the event, I had this dream. There's some just is a guy that showed up in my dream with a beard. I don't know who he is, but he gave me a hand. He reached out to me and he gave me a hand. I didn't think much of it, but a few days after in the event, when Mike reached out to me, oh my God, it's him. So that's why I said, you ask, you shall receive. I'll be sharing that vision with you later on. It was being part of the framework. And then so once I get into to the mastermind group, when I was being so they will be teaching a lot of social media launching strategy, and then in the mastermind group there are 4 coaches. So I basically doing the same thing. I just repeat the same goal setting process, and then just implementing what they teach. I just continue to learn because each one of them have more mentors. They're bringing their knowledge into the mastermind. So my social media strategy was fine tuned by Mike, and that I was able to implement and launch my very first online event within almost 10 people in there. So that's how I did my first time. And then, after event, of course, I'm still continue keeping my momentum, just keep going and stretching get myself out of comfort zone to sharpen my skill so it will take myself to the next goal. So I was setting a very clear intention. I want to attract like-minded people to take my business to the next level. So with that intention, they invite me to be part of the team as a mindset coach. So as a result, that being part of the team, it allowed me to create a better business framework, and it's easier to help me look at my action step and my outcome. And now I no longer have to work alone. I have 3 other coaches, 3 other partners. I have 3 different perspectives, and then that's why I said, hey, we are completed our Fantastic Four, and I'm the last one. I'm the Johnny, probably. If any of you are a superhero gig, you know what I'm referring to. So, well, like they said, teamworks make the dream works, right? So, ever since I joined the team, the vision of my building my business just taken to a new horizon. So it opened a door to the endless possibility. So as a result, we have converted 12 clients into our program. So working as a team, 80% of clients, they overcame their fear and they launched their program online. And some of them, just like me, they have English as their second language too. So that's how we did it again together with the team. This is our second milestone. So that's why I want to share this framework with you today. So not only I did it myself, and then we also teach our students the same framework, and they did it themselves too. So the framework of a 5 step would be the step one is to really uh, get real to see where you really at. This is where we'll do a reality check. And the step two is where do you want to go? So what's your vision? And the step three would be why do you want it? So this is where you will have your dream become sustainable. And then step four would be the skill that you need to get there. And the step five would be who do you need to know? So that's why all of you are here for a reason. So I hope you can utilize the power of proximity within yourself. And that's why I invite you guys into the challenge. So the step one, but where you are right now, is really you want to identify your starting point. So just to make this part easier for you, I give you a three starting point. Is either you're in the process of healing your wounds, or you're restarting your life and ready to move forward, or if you're just hitting the ceiling of your current level, that you're just looking to have a next breakthrough. So you choose which one is closest to where you're at right now, and then you start to think about, okay, what do you want and what you don't want. So since we're talking about career transition or whatever the goal you're working right now, it could just give you an example. It could be financial freedom. That's what you want. And what you don't want is fall back into the job, if that's what you don't want. And then you want to also explore what have you tried, what didn't work. Like for me, I know what worked for me is when I follow the passion for my career, the opportunity just open up. I don't even have to ask, it just open up. But when I force myself and to choose what makes sense for my career, everything just closed up and I'm back to where I started. So that's how I know that's what didn't work. And then the third part would be the what skills you already have. So a lot of you, with your past career, so you kind of can go back to your memory jargon, kind of see what skills that you have carrying over from when you started your career until now. What skills do you have? Could that be marketing, sales, whatever your industry skills? This will be the time to do that. And then we'll give you guys 3 minutes to share with your learning partner. So I have Aiden to help me to set up the breakup room. So it will be just, hopefully, it will be just another person in the room. Are we able to do that, Aiden?
Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
Great. And I'll just keep entertaining you guys. I have you guys on this screen, so I'm just like looking at you. It doesn't look like I'm looking at you, but I'm looking right at you. So is anybody, can you let me know, because Aiden's going to be putting you guys in the room. If you are not able to talk, can you just type one in the chat room so that way you will stay on the main screen with me? Because whatever go into the breakout room, they'll be sharing with their learning partner. So we have
Okay.
anybody typing at all? Can't see from my
Yeah,
screen.
1 second.
I got 35 chats, so I'm not gonna look. That would only freak me out. so, so I see some of you don't have your camera on,
Yeah,
so
I
I
see
hope
some
you
of
can
them
talk.
can't, so I'm changing some rooms here. 1 second.
Okay. So anybody that don't have a camera on, can you talk? Ish.
Yeah, I can talk. I just didn't have my camera on. That's all.
Oh, okay. Good.
Okay.
We assume people even
So
don't have a camera on.
that means you can be there?
Yeah, they can. Yeah,
George
they
says
don't have
two.
camera on, but they can talk.
Okay.
That would be
Okay,
fine.
great. Okay, so in one room there will be 3 people, and the rest of the room, guys, you will be there'll be just two people.
Sounds good. So I'll see you guys in 3 minutes, and then Aiden's gonna help me set the timer, and we'll call you guys back when it's time. Have fun.
Mhm.
Oh,
Have fun.
good. No question, right? Oh yeah, I supposed to ask. Do you guys have any question before I send you to the room? All good? All right. See you in 3 minutes.
Mm. Someone don't have a room, please let me know, guys.
So we got Bernie.
Yeah, I see them
I thought John was
joining.
able to get in the room. John, are you able to talk at
Yeah.
all? I see your cup, but you're not moving very much.
Okay.
Hey, Bernie, are you able to talk?
Yes, I can.
Oh,
Uh,
Bernie, Bernie is
Can you
gonna
join to
give.
the room?
Oh, Bernie, you wanna click join the room so you get to share um the first step with your learning partner.
okay, but I didn't see the join link.
Are you able to help him with the join link or?
Yes, yes.
You
And
just need
Laura's
to confirm, and you're there. Hey,
Yep, I did.
Laura, something happened? I see you back here.
Nobody else was in the room.
Okay, so I will send you to another room. 1 second.
John's awake. I
What's
saw your
the,
cup.
what's the question we're supposed to answer? People were asking, they didn't know.
Oh, so it would be what you want and what you don't want. What have you tried, and the skills you already have. It would be whatever the question I have on the screen.
You
Where
ready?
you at right now?
Sending it.
John, you're good.
Okay.
You're able. So it seems like
Bernie.
John
Yeah, sorry,
can
I was
talk.
I was helping my son. He needed me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Laura and John might be able to be together then.
I
Yeah,
can
I
talk now.
put
So
them
I
in
need to answer
room
those
2.
questions
Yes.
Yeah,
So
inside the room.
yeah. So
inside the room.
inside the
Oh,
room,
being invited to a room.
talking
Join.
about So we'll be
Okay,
talking
1
about
second. I will
I
move
need
you
to
to
click
another
join
room.
then, huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a button. It will pop up and say join, and then you want to click join the
See if
room.
someone is without a room. Laura, I just moved you to room 1. You just need to press join.
I see it.
Are you manually able to move them into the room at all?
Although they're almost the 3 minutes almost up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Well, it's
I'm
okay.
moving.
We'll have a take two. Oh, Laura figured out.
We play with the rooms a couple
Okay.
times here. Yeah.
So,
Okay, in
67.
60
Okay,
minutes, they're all coming back. So Bernie, if you want to maybe share about you part of the process before everybody comes back.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was
sorry.
a little confused there.
Okay,
So I was in the room for
I
10
was in the
seconds
room
and
on
then
my own the whole
and
time. Okay.
nobody in the room?
Wait, you were alone?
Yes,
it was just me and
I was on my
Georgia for 10
own all the
seconds.
time.
Wow. Okay, sorry for
Right,
that, guys.
obviously
I
I
did
didn't-
try to move every time that the puzzle that everybody will have someone, but
Obviously didn't work.
Heck, you gotta love it in a way.
All right,
Hate it
so
and
we
love
got
it at the
everybody.
same time.
We got everybody back.
And 9 seconds, and everybody's here.
Okay, 1 second.
That's it. Everybody's here.
That's everybody? Okay. So I know there might be some technical challenges. So when Aiden say breakout room, and on your screen will pop up, say join the room, and that's when you click join. Okay, so that's for the next time when we do the breakout room. So that would be the so for the next part of the step, we'll be talking about where do you want to go. So this is where your vision comes in. So you want to start one goal at a time. So I think I think I have sent a lot of you this questions like before you come to the event. You want to have something you want to improve this year, and then for some of you, I just give you an example. It could be for business success. It could be relationship happiness, or it could be health or energy, or people. I know everybody said, "Oh, I want it all," but just for the time that we have in the session today, you just pick one, and then once you pick one, the goal that you want, and then we'll be looking at what. So for your life be the way you want 5 years from now, what has to happen 1 year from now? And for your life to be 1 year from now, what has to happen this month? And then, so you just want to write down a few words, like I give you some of the example on the screen, from 5 years from now, it could be, if you say, oh, I want 6-figure income, I want to be happily married or healthy, whatever the goal that is for you. Or for a 1 year goal, you could say, I will be starting my own business, or I have changed my career, whatever that is for you. And then for goal for this month, it could be, well, it's time for me to choose the mentors, finding the groups for me to join. So basically for the goal for this month, it would be the first steps that's gonna building the life that you want. So once you have your goal set for this month, the key is turning your goal is to be a must. So that means it's a commitment. You want to be revealed it often and feel it every single day, because that's how the goals that what you want become part of you. That because it was starting to attract a people or situation in your life, like what I talked about earlier, because my vision is so vivid. I want to attract like-minded people. So when you are so dedicated in your goal and your vision, the universe will even bend backwards to help you. So that's the part that you want to take some time to write it. So choose, again, the question is choose one goal, and then the goal for 5 years from now, 1 year from now, and then what are you going to do this month? Anybody clear before we send into the room for sharing with each other? This time it will be 5 minutes. I give you a little bit more time because I know this process might take a little bit of time. Just want to double check. Anybody have questions before I sent you to the room? Aiden, do we have any questions? I know last time when people said they have questions.
I don't see any at the moment.
Okay, so everybody kind of look at me like they understood what I'm saying. So you'll be sending into the room for 5 minutes, sharing with your goals. Okay? See you in 5.
One
Remember,
second.
click join the room.
Yeah, 1 second. I'm sending them.
Okay. So it'll be same group, different group.
Okay, you're all into the rooms.
Enjoy. See you a bit. All right, we'll see have anybody. I wish we can actually just if they don't know how to be in the room, we can just help them to go to the room, because I know those technology thing could be challenging for a lot of people.
It is. Just guys, press the join because I see some of you didn't join.
Are you able to push a join at all?
Not that I see. Only move.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. We can only move them.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay. If some of you would prefer to do, I know Lisa actually is working right now, so we won't talk too loud. You probably can't share the screen because you're working. You can't share this part. So yeah, just go ahead and do if you can. If you're at work, and then you can still write down you're doing this part of the process if you can, and then just kind of go along with the team, and then we'll be back in 5 minutes. Oh, Bernie figured out. Great.
Yeah, Bernie joined.
Awesome. Oh, he's back.
And she got out.
All right, I'll be quiet. I know this will take time too.
Maybe Bernie can answer some of the question for the goals if she wants.
Okay.
At the moment, I am in the remote place because I am asymptomatic from COVID, so the signal is very weak. My
Okay.
goal, yes, I am already 59, and then I just realized when I become 65, I will no longer nobody will hire me because many companies will if you are old, they will not accept you. So I told myself, what will happen? I have a special child to look after when I am, even though I am 60 or even older. So what will be the future of that child? So I decided to look another goal, not only for him, for me, but for my family. So I am at the moment I am thinking. I even tried to some do I even enroll some live coaches regarding on e-commerce. But because of the pandemic, I cannot even start the course that I've learned. So I hope even a little bit you can share to me. Maybe in little by little, I can go in a very small business. I am regarding money. It is I just enough, not too much. Uh, I will be contented as long as um, we, uh, we we will live not very difficult. Just very just to be everything I need. Just I can get my the need of my family. That's okay.
Yeah. I mean, you're coming to the right place. I mean, right now, a lot of people are getting impacted by a pandemic. Even like, big names like Tony Robbins, and Dean Graziosi, they had to reinventing their wheel because they have their, business all their income generated from being the seminars. So, and since pandemic started, they cannot run the seminars, in-person seminars. So they actually had to reinventing the wheel, how to move their seminar room from in person to be all online. So of course they have the money put it together to be able to do that. But I know a lot of business probably couldn't survive. I know I shared that earlier about the real estate coaching business. It was, I was affiliates, and then that company I was affiliated with, they couldn't pull it through. They couldn't pull it off, I should say. They couldn't pull it off. So it got closed down because the pandemic. So it has affected a lot of people, but this is also an opportunity for a change to do something different. And that's why it's important for us to set in the goal right now so you know how to set a better sell. So you can actually position yourself and then to have a different business direction. And that's what we're here to do today.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad you are here, and I know you're still trying to recover from it. So yeah, thank you for being here with me. I know it's like what 5 o'clock when you first joined. What time is
No,
over there now? I don't even know.
no, I think it's still too early.
Wow, 5. Way to go on the
About six
commitment.
o'clock a.m.
Oh, 6 o'clock.
Actually, for me,
Wow, way to go on the commitment.
I know. For
for me, because I also work as a shifter, so time I can easily go up that on the time. I can work early in the morning, the evening, whatever time they need me. I am working because at the moment I am in the maintenance
Yeah, you ran over there a little bit.
work. I am presently connected in one airport in the Philippines.
all right. Awesome. Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, thank you for the sharing, Bernie.
Thank you.
So
Thank you, ma'am.
I hope this time you guys able to share your dream and goals. Everybody kind of know each other's. Awesome. Great. So the next part, it would be your internal drive. So this is where we're talking about how do you keep your dreams sustainable, right? You can start, but you need a gas to get into the finish line. So that's what I'm talking about. You know, you got to have a strong enough reason to push you through when things get tough, and when fear creep in, because you don't know when that will happen. A lot of times, yeah, if that would happen, but if this is not the first time you are living your life, you know, is the tough time is not if it will come, is when it will come. So when that comes, you want to be ready. So that's why I want you to have a strong enough reason why you want to do, why you want that dream, why you want that goal. So it will help you when that tough time comes. It will help you find another way to get you there. So your reason, it could your why could be either positive or negative. As you know, the human, we only drive either our main driving force, either stay away from the pain or you go towards pleasure. So you could, you know, for you, it kind of depends on where you're at, but it pretty much is one of those. So when you're thinking about your why, you can go with either one of the direction. So if you do this, what is gonna gain in your life? And if you don't do this, what is going to cost you? So those are the two things that you want to keep in mind. So with that in mind, I want you to answer those two questions in the breakout room with your partner. Is what is it important to you to be successful? Since we're doing the career transition, I'm just going to put it for a career. You know, it could be, yeah, to gain, you know, to be successful, I had to gain my freedom, or it can cost you if you're not, you know, if you're not being, you know, being successful can cost your freedom as well. So now just an example, but you can write out whatever that's mean to you. And why is it important to you? So for me is when I have the freedom mean to me is, you know, I can be free to do whatever I want, whenever I want, with whatever I want. I don't have to ask permission. And then versus what's going to cost me if I don't do anything with it, I'm going to stuck in the same situation and I'm going to be back in the same loop. So that's what I want you to, when you go to the breakout room, answer two questions. What is as important to you to be successful or whatever the goal that you're after? And why is this important to you? Okay, so any questions before I send you guys to a breakout room? So you will have 3 minutes total to share. All good? Deer in the headlight? Kinda get it? Again, counting deers, but if you don't respond to me, I'll be counting deers in a second here. All right, so we'll wait until Aiden help me set up to the breakout rooms, and
Let's
then
go
just
to the
hit
rooms.
go to your rooms in a nicer way. All right, see everybody going.
Okay, let's see everybody
Right.
inside.
So Kyra
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Mike and Lisa and Mike, another Mike. So yeah, you
Mike.
can stay on the main screen, and then if you're not able to talk, just type in in the chat and then share with us what is it important to you to be successful and why is it important to you? What does that mean to you? And I will shut up now because that is a meaningful questions that might take quietness for you to write. So I will give you guys 3 minutes.
One more minute. Okay.
Who's next?
Who's next? I think they're all done.
Not quite.
He wanted to share his goals too.
I know, right? I would love. What is your goal? Daddy's
What's
gonna
your goal,
buy
Anna?
you.
What do you want?
What are you gonna?
Monster Trucks and Mario Kart.
He wants monster trucks and Mario Kart.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
too bad. Christmas is over. Oh,
Yeah,
Chinese New
Christmas
Year
is
is coming up.
over. Probably catch
Well,
him. Okay, I'm gonna put it on mute.
Sorry.
we're back.
Yes.
Everybody. All right. Count, count, count. I think we got everybody back, right? Back in the room.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
There-
So
We have a good conversation.
great. Awesome. So I'm gonna share with you guys the next step of our effective goals is to know what skills do you need to get there. So when we're talking about skill, a lot of you know the skill like, oh, I need marketing, I need to know how to do social media and all that, but I'm actually going to break it down to two parts. One is your internal skills, one is your external. As you know, internal skill is 80% of your success, and that including how you talk to yourself, and then how do you feel on the consistent basis. If you are a Tony Robbins fan, you will know he always say this a lot. Emotion is motion. We are human, so we drive by our emotion. So that when the emotion is high, you will take action. So I want in this part, I want you to think about what do you usually talk to yourself on the on a consistent basis when you, especially when you face a challenge, since we are actually going to be stretching you in this challenge, I want you to think about when you're facing the challenge in the past, what would be the phrases that you talk to yourself on a consistent basis, and the emotional state that you were in when you are facing the challenge. So that would be your first part. And the second part would be the skill that you needed. Like throughout, if you are thinking about starting your business, you probably know, oh, I probably need skills like in business structure, or some people already in the business, oh, I need a little bit more marketing, especially social media skills or sales skills. Or some people might think, oh, I need time management. I just don't seems to have enough time in a day. It seems like I need 48 hours a day. So and also some people might say, oh, I probably need a little bit more of an industry skill. So this will be the time you will be able to extract this knowledge that in your head out, and I'm going to write it down. So I want to double check, anybody understand this part of the process? What do you talk to yourself on a consistent basis? What emotional state you are in? And also any external skills that you needed to help you move into the next level. Questions? Question one, question twice, question three times. Aiden, can they see me? Anybody? Can anybody see me? Even I just don't see any response. I can't tell. Oh my goodness. You guys gonna give me some motion. So you send out the room for me to send them into the room so they can share 3 minutes. Oh, Devon, you have a question? You want to unmute yourself?
No, Nicole just said I'm a solopreneur at this point. I don't have enough time in the day to learn everything necessary. That's true.
Mhm. Good.
That's why
Sharing
we
that with
need to
your learning.
focus on important.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great. So once you have the room set up,
So
then we'll
the room
send you
set up, you
the
can go to the
room.
room.
See you in 3 minutes. All right.
And
So we have
everyone in the
Karyam.
room.
Thank you, Lisa. Keep going. I know you're at work. Don't get caught. That's all I can tell you. So
Don't
you
get
probably have
caught.
self-talk right now. Athena, don't talk to me right now. I'm at work. I'm freaking out. My boss is walking by. So yeah, so basically, yeah, you want to do the best you can. If you can participate, great.
It's so true about the emotion that creates motion. I love that phrase from Tony.
I know, right? Well, isn't that how it is? Because I remember just, when we're in that kind of stale state, it's like, there's not really, we're not going to do anything. But when we're actually in the peak state, then that's when we can, run the fastest. So that's very true, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Like a depressed person, shoulder down, look down, voice very low.
What
But
do you
when you
think?
have confidence,
That's right.
shoulders up, eyes up, talking loud.
I think I'm probably talking really loud. I feel like I'm losing my voice a little bit. I might have been talking loud. Sorry, guys, if you put in a
Been
earpiece,
done that.
I apologize. I'm a loud person.
Let's see, Mike says it's a constant fight with emotion. One day you feel like a king, and the next you don't know where to hide.
Welcome to the humanity. That you are human. You're not an artificial intelligence, right?
Could be.
Could be. we're in the we're in the part of the matrix now.
Could be.
You
We
never
never
know.
know.
Yeah, with
But at
this,
least you feel, so that's
uh,
definitely
definitely don't want to lose that,
the
right?
main thing.
part of you know you're still human.
Even with the metaverse.
Oh yeah, go on metaverse. I think they are I think we are in that kind of directions. If everything is gonna be online, you probably see a lot less people's gonna be um interact that much, unfortunately. But a lot of people will be more online. So this is you are on the right trends right now to be, you know, meeting the like-minded people online because right now there is no boundary. The world is in your hand. You get to talk to like-minded people like me, like
Exactly.
Aiden, and all the people are committed in this community.
Mike says, I don't know until the blue pill.
I'll give you the bullshit.
Are you sure you want the blue pill, not the red pill?
All right.
All right, but welcome to
Going back.
reality.
Is that reality? You sure it's a reality? We still got a few people.
Yeah, everybody's back.
Alrighty. Alrighty, everybody's back? Great. Awesome. So you ready for the next step? One last step. It is, oh, let me close this breakout room first. So your last step of the fifth the 5 step of setting effective goal is you know the power of proximity. Who do you need to know? Now you know your goal, you know your vision, and you know what skill you need. But who do you know to who can you want to know who can help you to reach your goal? So look in this people in the community. Look at all those committed people that showing up today. You know, you want to be start looking, you know, like-minded people say in the personal growth or marketing and sales or industry knowledge. You know, that's one of the reasons why I invite you into this event. So you get to share a little bit about you, your goal, and the person that you are talking to might be just that person that you need to connect to who you need to know. May not, okay, say if you're in the business, they may not be the person that you want to sell it to, but they might just know that person that you need to connect that opened that the other side of the door for you. You know why I know? Because that was me. So I want to give you that opportunity. So if Aiden, if you can shuffle them around, so people that haven't been talking to, you know, each other in this time, if you could, I know I'd be asking a lot of you. Thank you. so so
One
I want to
second.
give you the opportunity so you get to talk to people that you haven't talked to, and then just share a little bit about you, your goal, and then what do you need. This is a time to be vulnerable. We can't really grow unless we share with people what we need, right? So this is the opportunity to do that, and we'll give you guys 3 minutes after Aiden set things up.
I'm doing some shuffle. 1 second.
I wish they can just do like a bounce shuffle, and they could just kind of randomly shuffle for you. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that could be awesome, but here it's manually everything.
Oh, is that right? So I'm just
Uh-huh.
have Aiden do a little bit work. If not, I'm sure they don't mind talk to their previous partner. They might get comfortable, want to know more anyway. Just so you know, since all of you that participating, I think from what all of you are in my community group anyway. So just people that you feel like you're connected to. That I know I only give you 3 minutes here and there, 5 minutes here and there. You probably have you know more you want to talk about, and then definitely after the session reach out to them to connect, and that's the whole point. Not just
Mhm.
sit here to listen to me talking, but able to have this opportunity to connect with another professionals to help you. Are we good
Okay, so everybody good?
to go?
And
Oh, Nicole
let's
say
go to
thumbs
the
up.
rooms.
Nicole thumbs up.
Into the rooms.
Hey
Oh,
Mike,
Mike,
you're back.
Mike Takashi, 1 second. Yeah, I move you to one of the rooms.
We'll move into a room.
Okay.
3 minutes. I guess this part would be challenging for people that stay on the main stage, huh? You can really talk a little about.
Oh,
You can
I see
share
one room with
in the
4
chat.
people.
How did that happen? Oh, they like to join the party. I don't mind. I think that would be a huge party. That's actually worked out well. This might be a good thing. If they just
Yeah,
want to really
everything
talk.
happened for the best. I
Yeah,
believe
right.
things happen for a reason.
Yeah, that's right. If they want to join the party, they say, why join just two? Let's have a joint party. And then for
Join
people that
party
you stay
4.
on the mainstream, I mean, Lisa, you can type it in a little bit about you. We still got Aiden, Mike, and Kyra here to share a little bit about you. I know you're building your business. You're working hard, or you're hardly working. You're paying attention to our session. Or do I entertain you? Or you just wanted me to tell you this? Or you want to tell me to shut up? You can say that too.
Or maybe the boss is next to her right now.
I know, right? Just watch yourself. I know how that feels.
Please don't make me laugh, Atina.
You can actually
Lisa.
hear me. You be careful. You be careful. Make sure there's nobody watch over your shoulder.
I can imagine the boss standing right next to her.
Well, yeah, sure. A little bit about your business. I know you have a business that you're building on the side. And they could share in the chat room. We still got Mike and we still Kyra on the screen. They may not be able to talk, but they can see if you can type.
We can see everything.
In the matrix.
Okay, so everybody's supposed to start coming back in 50 seconds. Guys, even the people that are watching right now on the Facebook or later in the replay, don't forget to put all of this in the chat.
That's right. I totally forgot about. Sorry, people. I know you're watching live. I know we're doing the live stream. And then yes, people are watching live. Make sure put in your information, your dream and goals, and a little bit about you. And a little bit come back a bit early. We got a big party. I hope they're remember to come back. Well, I see there's 4 of you in a big party, so you guys just decided to join the party together. Is that right? I don't know how you guys did it, but it looks like there are 4 people are in a big party. All right, so now you know the 5-step of setting effective goals. I know you in the challenge you only got 3 minutes here and there. You might not have the time to actually really thinking through to do this part of the step. So this will be your take-home exercise where you can complete that. And then by you attending today, I will be providing the PDF. Actually, I will probably provide it at the end, or I'll just private message you. Or if you want, I can send you by email, whatever way you think is better for you. I will send you this part of the homework so you can finish and then just turn it in before our event started tomorrow. You'll have an opportunity to win one of the prizes. And then, so now you know those are your first step. You identify your first step. Just like I said, by join and participate our session today, I'll be sharing those 2 bonuses with you. It's a 5-step of setting effective goal worksheet. That's your foundation. And then the SMART goal step-by-step checklist. It will help you progress. So to break down your SMART, your goals into a small step to help you get to where you want to go. And then, of course, I think most of you already in our global self-evolution community. So this would be a perfect time that now you get to, put the name and the faces together. So you won't have any excuses not to say hi to each other. So that's why I said this is one of the reasons why I created the event. So just be here to just remember we are in the group as a culture of progress. You don't have to be perfect to show up. You just have to show up to progress. So that's why I create a group. It's not show the best part of yourself. It's show who you really are. So with that said, tomorrow we're going to have a day two. Our special guest speaker is going to be sharing with you the shortest path to creating a thriving online business and the system you must have in place in 2022. So you definitely want to come back tomorrow because now you got your goal, right? Now you got to put it in place to make sure you can put in a system that works in 2022. This you're in this trend of the online trending marketing that we're on right now. So the teaser question for you is, who is the master that invited our guest speaker into his house? And I'll share that answer to you guys tomorrow. Some of you already know, so zip. Don't say anything, but I will share that with you guys tomorrow. Okay? So that, oh, hold on one second. I think I might have my computer froze. Okay, so that would be our session today. I want to have you guys here. So I just want to open up. I know we still got a few minutes. Just want to open up to see if anybody have any questions or comments or a little like takeaway, if you would. I would really appreciate that because my goal is to have you guys have a mini wins. And if you say you do have something to take away, that is my mission accomplished. So you can unmute yourself if you like to share or raise your hand. I just don't do all in once. We might have an echo. So anybody like to share what they have learned or take away or questions?
I just want to comment that talking to a partner, like sharing our goals, it actually helps. It makes our goal seems more realistic because you're actually sharing it with somebody.
You got it. That's the whole point. That's right. That's right. And then Georgia, I have Georgia, right?
Yeah. I just wanted to say that if you break it on a little pieces that you need to answer, this is much easier than to have a look at it as a big ball, because sometimes personally, I will talk about myself, it was like pushing me away with setting all what I needed, because I was looking at it as one big thing I needed to do. But if you break it on pieces, that's much easier.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay.
Anybody would like to share? I'm actually using this time, going to upload the document for you guys in the chat. Anybody?
Yeah, Bernie.
Sir, ma'am, I noticed that the groups mostly are professional and highly skilled. So I'm just lucky to be here.
Oh, good.
And
I know
yeah, yeah,
Bernie is still a little
and
bit
the,
under the weather.
yeah, and the people I saw that they are willing to help, give their hands to help you. Thank you for giving me opportunity to be here.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I know you told me it's like 5 o'clock over your time, and just for you to show up, you tell me you are committed. I really appreciate that commitment. That means
Thank
a
you,
lot.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
And Nicole have something to say? Oh, Nicole, you want to unmute yourself?
Got it. I was trying to get the button and it went somewhere else. What I wanted to say was that this is something that I normally don't think of because it's something that most of the time in the US people don't do, but barter is acceptable. Trade my skills for somebody else's.
Good sharing. How about Mina? I know you want to stretch, and I'm gonna call you out. I want you to show up. So you unmute yourself. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
You
'Cause
got me.
I trust my instinct because it's just telling me call Mina, and I call.
Thank you. It's amazing to share our goals, our attention with others, so as to remember ourselves what we have said and what we want, and to make sure not to forget our goal and to be committed until make it happen. So today it was a great, amazing presentation. Thank you so much, because it's as a reminder of what we have to remember and to follow, so as to not feel overwhelmed and to think of the outcome all the time, so as to reach
Your vision, right? Yeah, your dream. That's right.
Yes. Yes.
Great, great, awesome,
Thank you.
awesome. Yeah, well, I really want to appreciate all you for coming. So tomorrow, same time, and then I have shared those 2 worksheet in the PDF. You feel free to download, and then I will will send it to your messenger as well. If we're connected, I will send it to you that way, just in case. I know sometimes people not quite sure how to download from Zoom. But thank you guys all for coming, and especially for the one they're actually working and they're listening in and try to participate. I bow for your your dedication. And if for Mina, is how late is over there? Almost midnight now.
Yes. No problem.
No problem, right? When this goal need to be reached, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty.
No problem.
That's right. So make sure to come back tomorrow to know
Of course.
business structure system for 2021. We're gonna rock this, right? Just like what Aiden say.
Yes.
Alrighty, I'll see you guys
Together.
tomorrow.
Thank you very
Have a
much.
great time.
Yeah,
Thank you
guys.
so much. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thank
And
you.
congrats,
guys.
Mina.
Nice meeting all of you.
Great. Thank you.